As a person who plays the global version of Fate Grand Order, I have the powerful gift of foresight. Being able to see 2 years into the future is great for those of us who are, well, in my case, were, heavily invested in the game and the units to come. Some of us like not being blindsided by upcoming banners and regretting the fact that they won't ever have enough to guarantee the 900 quartz pity. Something that was finally put into place after years, by the way, thank God. But after a while, I kind of lost the rush that one would get as a gambling addict. Well, I'm not a gambling addict, but I'm guessing that's what it feels like. I mean, I suppose that's a good thing. But I roll and then skip the animation screens because I know I'm going to force a 5-star servant home within those 900 quartz. And don't get me started on the 4-star rates. I spent 800 quartz on a 4-star. Come on, man. Okay, so then what's the issue? Well, I've become a currency hoarder. I love big number, but instead of counting how much of the premium currency I have, I just count the number of sparks I have. Grand Blue Fantasy, 3 sparks, 3 Zero tickets. FGO, 3 sparks and raw quartz, and 1 with the fragments. And then it's gotten me to not even spend those sparks because I love having more. So I end up not even committing to a spark anyway because I know something else will come later. And once I lose that 900 quartz chunk, I'll have less of a bragging right. No, wait. What I mean is that I value things differently now. It's no longer save 900 quartz, it's save 1 spark, and you're so close to that next one. So don't spend your quartz you're planning to roll in a character that you actually don't want. Hit that big 5 spark count you wanted. I mean, studies have found human brains aren't that good at understanding large numbers, so I constantly have to crunch it down to an understandable number for me. You know, the ones that I use on a daily basis? The ones that I can count on my hands? Natural numbers 0 to 10? I feel like I'm doing that to myself with sparks. And when the increment goes up, my monkey brain starts cheering. You ever played a game where you can see your damage numbers go up just by changing a piece of equipment? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about 2 different things that contradict each other, but make so much sense in my own head. You know how certain gacha games will have multiple types of currencies to obfuscate the real value? I intentionally do that for myself in certain games. For example, in Reverse 1999, or I guess Genshin for the mainstream, there's a currency that you accumulate little by little to buy a roll with. When you get 180 of those things, you can roll once. The trick for me is to not trade in the currency, so it looks like I have fewer rolls, which leads me to save more. And I get to see the currency amount go up, which is a big number. I mean, I do that in FGO too. You know the fragments that I accumulate? I don't trade them in. So this leads me to not even clearing FGO free quests, and I save them for a rainy day in case I really need that quartz later. And since I never not have quartz, I don't ever do the quests. It's like I have a potential currency stockpile, a reserve in case there's a drought or a flood and I don't have enough crops to feed my people. I mean, what the hell am I even trying to get to? I have so much currency, free to play by the way, that I've entirely lost interest in playing the game so I can keep like accumulating it or saving it. So you know what? I just stopped playing it. I stopped playing my games. The stuff I've hoarded just sits there and it's like useless because I don't use it. Like, what the hell do I do with my time? What have I been doing? So is this a product of my upbringing? Something psychological? Do I need mental help? The answer to these could easily be yes. I was raised to not want or desire material goods, and that having a buffer is what's most important in case of turbulent times. But I do have that buffer. I have multiple buffers. So what's the point of me to keep accumulating them? Like, what do I do now? I mean, maybe it's actually a good thing to not have foresight in a gacha game. Maybe it's a good thing to be excited for things again, to feel that rush. Maybe spontaneity is good. Maybe I'm encouraging you to have a gambling addiction. Whatever. It's your time, your money, spend it reasonably, or just, quit that live service gacha game you're on. So I still log into FGO. I skip through all the story now because, I mean, I've done every single event since launch, and I only just started skipping at Ordeal Call, so I lost my login streak a while back, and now that I'm on a small number again, I really hate it. But why do I even log in? Is it just to increase that quartz number to be impressive? I suppose so. I mean, I'm playing my own mind game. It's a different type of game. It's a game that I've created for myself, and it kind of feels more rewarding than playing the game itself. One of my friends had been saving an FGOJP for so long for a character that should have come out, but never did. They had 3,000 quartz, and then they spent it all before pity was added. After they spent it all, they just quit. It means nothing. Chasing that big number means nothing. And once it's gone, there's almost no incentive to do it all over again. That's partially a reason why I refuse to spend it. This is my sunk cost fallacy. So, I'm not justifying gacha games. I'm not saying that having foresight in a gacha game is bad. I'm not suggesting that you should engage in this kind of practice, but I'm just reflecting on my own behavior as a gacha game player who also happens to be mildly religiously aligned with the rejection of materialism, and that feels really weird to say out loud.